Welcome to the Not Okay with Gray podcast, where our intention is to empower men and women to change their mindsets about aging so they can make the rest of their lives the best of their lives. This podcast is designed to be a dose of high-octane motivation and inspiration that propels you to embrace the idea that you really aren't aging. What you're actually doing is evolving, and through your evolution, the longer you live, the better you become at living. Our goal is to empower you to create the life of your dreams because you're never too old to build a life that you love. We want you to build a life of joy, passion, and purpose, filled with inner peace, dynamic health, great relationships, and financial abundance. This is what it means by saying, I'm not okay with gray. So, if you're ready to begin the journey of transformation, which will lead you to authentic happiness, it's time to get started with your host, Coach Michael Taylor, the irrepressible optimist with a passion for the impossible.
Hello and welcome to the Not Okay with Gray podcast, where the intention is to empower men and women to change their mindsets and attitudes about aging so they can make the rest of their lives the best of their lives. And so I'll be sharing some information from my book, I'm Not Okay with Gray, How to Create an Extraordinary Life After 50. And I'd like to share a piece that I wrote several years ago that I actually included in the book. And it is the reason I think most people don't live rewarding and fulfilling lives. And so this is, again, just something that came to me one day as I was writing in my journal, and I was looking at trying to put my life back together because I'd gone through a divorce, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a deep state of depression, and I was just trying to figure out why my life had gotten so off track. And so this piece that I wrote is called The Roller Coaster, and it really helped me understand why I was stuck in life, why I was so unhappy with my life. So I'm going to read that, and then I'm just going to have some commentary afterwards. And it says, I had heard a lot about the roller coaster. Initially, I didn't want to go and see it, but everyone kept saying, you have to check it out and get on it. It will be so much fun. Reluctantly, I went to see it. It was intriguing and enticing, and it looked like fun. You have to get on it, everyone said. Well, I'm not sure that I want to. But everyone loves getting on the roller coaster, they said. But I don't think I'll like it. Go ahead and try it. You'll like it, everyone said. So I tried it. In the beginning, it was fun. Going round and round and up and down with friends who also seemed to be having fun was initially enjoyable. But after a short while, I got bored and tired. I didn't want to ride it anymore. I decided that I wanted to get off. You can't get off, everyone said. But I'm ready to. No one gets off the roller coaster once they get on. Why not? They just don't. But I'm ready to get off. Why not ride it a little longer and see if you'll change your mind, they said. Okay, I'll try it a little longer. Round and round, up and down I went, pretending that I was enjoying myself. But after a while, I began to get angry. I was tired of the roller coaster, and I realized that I shouldn't have got on it in the first place. I wanted to get off, but I didn't know how. I'm really sick of this roller coaster. I want to get off right now. We're sorry, but you must stay on the roller coaster. That's the rule. Well, I guess I'm going to have to break the rule because I'm about to get off. But if you break the rule, no one will like you, and you will probably get hurt, they said. I don't care about anyone else. I want to get off now. Who can I talk to about getting off this thing? No one knows how to get off, they said. Well, I'm sure someone knows. I just have to find them. It's been said that only a few people have ever gotten off this roller coaster, and no one really knows what happened to them. Some believe that people have even been killed trying to get off. Why take that risk? At this point, I'm willing to take that risk. I don't care what people think or what people are going to say. I refuse to keep going round and round and getting nowhere on this thing, and I must do something to get off. I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I couldn't stay on the roller coaster. I needed a plan, and I needed it soon. I felt like I was dying and I wanted to live again. But what about the risk? What if what they say is true? What if I really can't get off or get killed trying to get off? At this point, I decide that I only have one choice, and that choice is to live. I don't know what will happen, but I know if I stay on this thing, I'm already dead. I have to trust my inner instincts, take the chance, and simply jump off. I'm not sure where I'll land or if I'll get hurt or even die, but I just know that I have to jump. So, despite what everyone else was saying and the fear and uncertainty I felt, I took a deep breath and jumped. As my body was hurled through the air uncontrollably, surprisingly, I felt a deep sense of calm and inner peace. And then I did exactly what I intuitively knew I could do. I flew. So, the roller coaster is just a metaphor for society. And I think, unfortunately, too many of us get trapped on this societal roller coaster doing everything it says we're supposed to do in order to be happy. And that's why so many of us are miserable. Now, I have to speak from my own experience because I was trapped on that roller coaster and I was doing everything I thought I was supposed to do to be happy. For example, having a wife, the house, the 2.5 kids, the 401ks, and the vacations is what I strived for. I thought that's what it took to be happy. But I attained all of those things and I was absolutely miserable. And it wasn't until I lost all of those things that I found out the truth. And the truth was, I was doing everything society said I was supposed to do. I had no idea what I truly wanted to do. And so, going through a divorce, bankruptcy, foreclosure, deep state of depression, I was homeless for 2 years living out of my car. As I look back in retrospect, as difficult and as painful as it was, I now see that it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I believe the universe has a way of getting our attention when we aren't doing what we were put on the planet to do. So the universe has to take drastic measures sometime to get our attention. And so my divorce was my wake-up call. And it challenged me to, for the first time, stop looking outside of myself and start looking within my own heart and mind to figure out why my life wasn't working. And so as soon as I made that transition from looking outside of myself and looking within, I began what I'll call my journey of transformation. And that journey of transformation led me to do some pretty challenging things, like go to therapy and deal with some emotional baggage that I had been carrying around for a long time and be willing to unpack that baggage so I could be free. And I think that's what we all want. We want freedom. And what does freedom mean? Freedom means that we know who we are and we're comfortable in our own skin and we're not stuck on that roller coaster doing what society says we're supposed to do in order to be happy. So, as you look at your life right now, if you feel like you're stuck on a roller coaster and you're trying to figure out how to get off, well, the first thing you have to do is be willing to stop looking outside of yourself and look within your own heart and mind. That's where it all begins. And so what you're going to have to do is you have to go on your own transformational journey. And this journey can be and will be difficult. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. But the key is you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. And as human beings, we have a insatiable need to be comfortable. We don't like being uncomfortable. But the truth is, if you're going to go on this journey, you have to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it can't change you. So rest assured that it is absolutely possible for you to go on this amazing journey and your life can become extraordinary. But the primary thing you're going to have to do is learn to trust yourself. And to learn to trust yourself starts with one simple thing. This is the one thing you have to do if you want to change your life. And that one thing is you have to take 100% responsibility for your life turning out the way you want it to. That's where it begins. Therefore, you can't blame your parents. You can't blame your age. You can't blame your ex-wife or husband. You can't blame your race. You can't blame society. You can't blame your lack of education. You can't blame anyone. You simply have to say, if it's to be, it's up to me. And as soon as you make that declaration, rest assured, your life will change. So, there's your tip for the day. Take 100% responsibility for your life and know that you have everything you need already within you to transform your life. And it is your responsibility to jump off of that roller coaster and create the life you know you deserve. Just think about it. I'll see you next episode. Take care.